This is not a beginner guide. I'm not here to tell you who to pull, how to build zip lines, or to be aware of deep waters. This is what Arknights Endfield feels like, when there's nothing left to do. I went through everything available in Arknights Endfield before patch 1.2. Story, side quests, events, found all chests. All of it. No rushing, no speedrunning. Just playing at a normal pace. And that's where the game starts to feel very different.
Neferith is a dangerous sign of what is to come. We must be alert, or history may repeat itself.
Hey everyone, not a pro gamer here. Arknights Endfield doesn't just look good, it breathes. It's a visually breathtaking experience that pushes the boundaries of environmental art to an entirely new level. Every location feels alive. The game doesn't just rely on its stunning visuals, its story and lore are equally compelling. Building upon the rich history of the Arknights universe, Endfield delivers a narrative that feels deep and meaningful, with every plot point anchored in the game's established foundation. But the real trick is movement, not yours, the world's. Unlike a static environment, it evolves as players progress through the story. It starts broken, chaotic, almost destroyed, and slowly it undergoes reconstruction, becoming inhabited and vibrant. You don't just explore the world, you watch it recover.
Hello?
One thing Endfield gets very right is how your team actually exists. You're not running around alone with invisible stats boosting you from the background. You build a squad of 4 characters, and while you directly control one, the other 3 are right there with you, moving, fighting, participating. It feels like you're operating as a full squad, not just swapping characters in and out. And the important part is, the game explains it. These aren't abstract summons or characters magically tied to your presence. They're operators. You hire them. They are assigned to missions. They work with you. To compare, look at Genshin Impact. You can summon a character who canonically lives somewhere else, has their own responsibilities, and realistically has no reason to follow you, but they just appear in your party anyway. In Endfield, that gap doesn't exist. Your team is there because they were sent there. They fight because it's their job. They stay because that's the mission. It's a small detail, but it makes the whole system feel more believable. Before we dive deeper, if you're still here, like and subscribe.
We've done it!
Then there's the factory system. On paper, it's the long-term engagement loop. Optimize production, build efficient layouts, tweak systems for maximum output. And it works. Until it doesn't. Factories is the only thing that may keep players busy for hours. But players can share blueprints, making it much easier and more relaxed for those who don't enjoy this type of gameplay. And the developers were aware of this. Without this feature, many players would stick to basic setups. I spent days understanding and optimizing the Valley 4 line to achieve maximum output within the given resource plans. Then came wooling. I tried the new mechanics, got tired, found shared designs, and copied one in under an hour. Problem solved. Engagement gone. It's convenient. Maybe too convenient. The summoning system sits in an awkward middle ground. Calling it generous wouldn't feel honest. Standard tickets are scarce, and farming currency becomes difficult once content runs dry. Pulling consistently leans towards spending. At the same time, the system isn't oppressive. There are no low-tier filler units. No 1 to 3 star clutter. Even 4 and 5 star characters remain highly viable, with strong synergy and real usefulness in team building. And then there are 6 stars, because apparently 5 stars just weren't enough. Industry standard? Not here. We go one higher. 6 stars exist as the peak, but not as a requirement. There's also a catch with banners. The pity system doesn't carry over. When a banner ends, your progress resets. New banner, clean slate. And there's an interesting twist. Pulling characters feeds into weapon pulls, creating a loop that rewards planning rather than pure luck. With proper planning and saving, free-to-play players can eventually obtain their desired 6-star characters, just not quickly. Another notable feature of Arknights is its relatively short time to reach maximum authority level compared to other similar games. While it took me around 2 to 3 years to reach Adventure Rank 60 in Genshin Impact, I was able to achieve the same milestone in just 3 to 4 months in Arknights Endfield. And I'm not rushing or speedrunning. I take my time to progress through the story and side quests at my own pace. However, despite my relaxed approach, I find that the game's content ends too quickly.
Got some trouble on our hands.
And then, it ends. The biggest drawback. Not enough content. It ends too fast. The story wraps up faster than expected. Side content is limited. Exploration is finite and clearly mapped. Crests are countable, not mysterious. Daily commissions take 5 minutes. Events arrive slowly, last long, and can be completed just as quickly. And what's left? Dedicated players are left only with farming, optimization, and waiting. It starts to feel like the game is holding back, as if unsure how fast it should grow or how much it should give. For new players, this pacing might feel comfortable. For dedicated ones, it feels like standing in an empty room that looks amazing but has nothing new to say. Quite majority of time, there is just nothing to do in the game. Arknights Endfield still feels like a game with very strong foundations. It looks great, plays smoothly, and builds a world that's genuinely interesting to be in. With patch 1.2, there's finally new story content to enjoy, and for a short time, the game pulls you back in and reminds you why it works so well. But once that's done, the same question returns. Endfield clearly has potential. Now it just needs to keep delivering consistently. And I'm curious, did you hit that same wall, or are you still finding reasons to stay? If you enjoyed this kind of review and want more like it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.